Hi students, let us continue with the database management system architecture. Actually, in the previous video I explained about the DBMS architecture. I had given the example of 1 tier, 2 tier and 3 tier architectures. And now let us see the structure of database management system. So this is a complete structure of the database management system. Here you can came across different names, so don't be confused what are those names indicate. So that I will explain in the further classes, further videos. Here I will just want to explain how the database management system software, inside the software, what will be the structure, means how the software is maintaining the structure inside. So here the users will be there. So in between the users and the disk storage, you are having the database management system. So these are the users, means we are the users, and here the disk storage means the database server is there, which is used to store all the data. And in between the user and the database, you are having the application and the database management system. Suppose you are the user, if you want to communicate with, if you want to get some data from database, what you will do? You will just say open the page, means suppose if you open the Gmail like that, you want to store your relevant files in the database. So what you will do, whenever you open the Gmail, you are just seeing the screen, that's it. Means inside what is happening you don't know. Actually, whenever you open the screen, whenever you want to upload the files, so those can be done with the help of application programs. So application programs are nothing but the programs that are written in the high level language. So those programs will be linked with the database management system. So those application programs, suppose your whatever the application, whatever the screen you are using, if it is developed by using the C++ language or Java language, so the C++ or Java or a C language is linking with the database management system software like Oracle, MySQL, SQL. Then with the help of that, it can store that information on the database. It's a Gmail database that is present. So that is an inner view. So first, different users will be there. So you may be a native user or application programmer or sophisticated user, or you may be a database administrator. So native users are nothing but the users or like agents, sellers, those who are accessing the application. And the application programmers are nothing but the programmers who are developed the application. Suppose the Gmail is an example. So if the Gmail is an application, okay, that will be developed by this application programmer. That person is accessing the database. And sophisticated users will directly communicate with the database with the help of the queries. And the database administrator, so database administrator is the only person who maintains the database in an organization. He can the privileges to modify the database, and he can the privilege to enter whatever he can able to do. So he can interact with the database schemas. So this is completely the application layer. Now coming to the database management system software. What will be there inside this software? So here this database management system is divided into query processor plus storage manager. So it takes the information, whatever the users are asking, that will be converted into the query processor. So the database will only access the query processing language. So it can understand only the query processing language. So this database management system software helpful to interact with the application programmer and to the database. So this DBMS database management system consisting of the query processor, which is used to translate the language, whatever we have given, that will be query processing, plus it has the capacity of the storage manager. Now in the query processor, it having the application programs object code embedded data manipulation language pre-compiler, data manipulation compiler, data definition language interpreter, and a query evaluation engine. So this all about this I'll explain in the coming videos. Okay, so you have to note that this is a query processor. And coming to the storage manager, here the storage managers are the transaction manager, buffer manager, and the file manager. So buffer manager is used to store the data, whatever the query that is asking by the user, that will be stored in the buffer manager. So according to that, the file manager will take the relevant based on the query, means the first in first out or like that. So the buffer manager will stores all the relevant information that is asked by the user, and the file manager will maintain, and it will sends to the disk storage and retrieve that data, and it again sends to the buffer manager to query evaluation engine. And the transaction manager is helpful to maintain the queries to be transacted in a particular way. So transaction manager, buffer manager, file managers will be present in the storage manager. So this is completely the database management system. And coming to the disk storage. So disk storage will stores the data. Completely the data will be stored in the disk storage. So it's having the data files, indices, statistical data, and the data dictionary. So based on that, the query, it will connect with the particular fields, and it retrieves the data and it displays to the user. So this is the database management system structure. Thank you.